I'm Deidre. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to continue on with our journey with Billlie, and we're going to react to the rest of their debut album, The Village of Perception, Chapter 1. We've already done Flipping a Coin and Ring by Ring, or Ring X Ring, however it's supposed to be pronounced. I have no idea. I always just like because to me it should be Ring by Ring, because of the X by multiply. Anyway, but knowing me and my luck, that is probably not even close. Anyway, so I went ahead and I found lyric videos for everything. So let's start off with the very first one, Flowerld. Links in the description for all of these, just so you know, so you can go and give love to the people who do these, because I'm pretty sure this is a ton of work. Oh, so here we go. Already beautiful. And nothing like what I've heard from them so far. Okay, first off, this is a beautiful song so far, and I think I'm gonna enjoy this. But can we talk about this lyric video? I love this person, because, you know, watching lyric videos sometimes, obviously, you've got the pictures up there, which is great, because you have the people's names and faces, and it helps you get to know them a little bit better, along with recognizing their voices, right? But the problem with a lot of these lyric videos is that while they're color coded and normally the face lights up, it's not as noticeable to the eyes when you're trying to read who it is. And then a lot of times their parts are over before you even can recognize, oh, okay, that one's lit up, because you see everybody and you have to like kind of go down. So unless you like memorize the color, and even then sometimes like the red and the pinks might be very similar to each other, or the pink and the purple is similar to each other. So you're like, wait, was that this person or was it this person that was? And then by the time your brain recognizes it, it's over, their part's done, and they're on to another part. I'm liking that they're blacking out or saturating them so dark that you can't really see the other members, and you can only see the member who is actually singing the song right here. Because while I think I would have recognized Minsua's voice anyway, just because, I don't know, I don't even know why I would have automatically thought it was Minsua. Because let's face it, she does kind of sound like a female version of Moonbin. You know, it might have taken me a minute to figure out that, oh, it was her that's actually singing. Anyway, so I'm appreciating this. Whoever did this lyric video, let's look. Lovely Yanwoo. I appreciate all that you're doing with these videos. stop it right there for a second. Their voices are gorgeous. And the song is so beautiful. Like, just the arrangement and everything is gorgeous. And like, I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to pronounce the name of the song, because to me it's Flowerld. If you're reading it really fast, it's Flowerworld. And that's exactly what they're saying. Like, you would say Flower World really fast. Flowerworld. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Wow. I really like that. It was totally different than the other two songs that I've reacted to from them. So, and it was a gorgeous song. This is definitely a song that I would it would end up on my playlist, and I would skip through it until I had one of those days where either I was so engrossed in what I was doing that whatever music I was listening to was just like, it fit for that moment in time or whatever. And does that happen to you guys? Like, I feel like I listen to music and I get in such a groove that the music I'm listening to actually like fits what I'm doing. Or I'm really in my feels and I just need to like listen to something that I can either hum or like belt out along to, and this is definitely one of those. Like, so yeah, I really liked it. Okay, next one is going to be the 11th day. Let's go. 잊어왔던 기억 사이 희미했던 우미들 내작게 남은 짧은 파편 왠지 좀 달랐어 그날은 혹시나 또 그랬냐고 너의 표정만 봐도 왠지 알 것 같은 느낌 마치 같은 걸 본 듯한 순간이야 oh, Can we know 대체 무슨 일인지 깊어가는 one, again, different content creator, this Sue Love, or So Love, but they're doing very similar, like black and white compared to the color, but I feel like it's more distinctive that it's black and white versus color versus some of the other stuff I've seen. Like, I want to say, like, one of the big ones for me is the Run BTS lyric videos. And I guess maybe it's because they were using pictures that were already like very blue hued. or red hued. They were almost black and white with only a few pops of color. So the fact that they made one color and the rest of them black and white, you couldn't really tell. But you can really tell the coloring here versus the black and white. Second of all, this song, while not as slow as the previous song, it's still got the same kind of beautiful, haunting yet a vibe. Yet this song is really, really like, I could totally see this. Okay. Because of some of the words that the causing goosebumps, somewhere to hide, stuff about being creepy. All right. So if any of you have seen the movie Scream, all right, I am not a big horror fan. The Scream movies are pretty much all I can handle when it comes to scary movies. So I've seen them a ton. I watch them every year. But like, this is a song, like, and like literally as soon as I realized that this had a creepy like sound to it, this is the first thing that flashed in my head. So this is maybe really niche for people, but in the very first Scream movie, and it's when everybody it's right after the beginning, and Tatum is supposed to come and pick up Sydney, and Sydney's gonna stay over at Tatum's house to spend the night, and she's getting ready, and Tatum's like, I'm gonna stop off at the store, at the video store, and I'm thinking, what is it, All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise or whatever, and she's like, if you pause it right, you can see his fetus. Anyway, right, and the sun's starting to go down, and it's just this kind of like false security right before it starts to get like haunted, like really scary, because she goes and lays down on the couch and then wakes up in the dark. But it's that whole montage where she's walking through her house, packing stuff up, the sun's going down, and she's talking on the phone with Tatum. This song is like what they would be playing during that part. That was such a long, roundabout explanation of things that happen in my head in the blink of an instant. Because like literally I can see the house from Scream, and I could see Sydney walking up the stairs, like on our back porch, talking to Tatum and being like, just whatever, just hurry. And I can hear this song overlapping that in my yeah. This is how my brain works. Don't do drugs, kids.
got
I know it's getting ready to end, and I'm literally just sitting here grooving to the song. But yeah, I really like this. This is going to be a productivity song for me. You know, maybe not be, well, okay, I can see this playing a little bit more often on my playlist than the previous one. But this is definitely like one of those ones that is on in the background, and I don't realize that, one, I know the words to until one day I just snap out of whatever I'm doing and realize, hey, I'm singing along with this. And or two, that I'm grooving along with it, not really paying any attention that I'm grooving along with it, right? Just like kind of doing this type of thing, and because I'm doing it right now while I'm listening, watching it. Yeah. So I can see me like literally sitting at my desk, you know, working on something, and just realize it, then stopping all of a sudden and realizing, hey, wait a second, what am I doing? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I've got 2 more tracks left to listen to, which I will do in another video. My thoughts for this album is that the sound is all over the place, and I'm kind of liking that. Like, Ring by Ring and Flipping a Coin have that, like, literally, I said this about Flipping a Coin, but it goes for Ring by Ring too. Just how they can mesh like 2 or 3 different kind of genres together in one song is like music to my like ADHD brain. It's so satisfying for me. And then these, when I need to focus, this is the type of song that I like to listen to, because it's not distracting me like the other 2 can when I'm trying to get something done. So I need something that's a little bit more calming, you know, get me into a groove so that I'm not really, you know, I have an itch in my brain is being scratched, right? But I can hyper focus on something else that I need to focus on, because I'm not paying attention to the music, whereas the other 2 songs is me trying to focus on the music and not so much on other things, right? So I really enjoy these 2 songs. I can't wait to hear what the other 2 songs sound like, because they could be like these 2, they could be like the other 2, or they could be completely different in their own rights. And I'm kind of here for that. I'm enjoying Billlie. Still need to figure out who's who in this group. Like, at least for me, Astro, I learned Astro before I started my channel, so I can't even remember. Obviously, I knew who on Unmu was right off the bat, but I had to learn all the other ones. To me, they weren't as hard to learn. And I think it was because, you know, I started off with, okay, the rappers. I need to know who the rappers are, and Rocky and Jinjin. Okay, well, Jinjin has the deeper voice, so that's how I was able to figure those 2 out. Then, you know, MJ's a singer, but he's the one who can belt it out. Sanha, you know, is the youngest one. He looked completely different than everybody else. And then, you know, Moonbin is Moonbin because he draws your eye. Like, it was really easy for me. And then also BTS, when I was learning BTS members, that was really easy to me. The first time I watched Butter and Jimin got on screen, I was like, he's Jimin. Like, I didn't even know who Jimin was. Other than I knew what the word BTS meant, and I knew who one of the band members' names was Jimin. And as soon as he was on screen, I was like, that must be Jimin, right? And and I think I watched the Butter video so many times that I was able to figure out who was who just from that video. And yes, sometimes it got a little bit awkward in the beginning because they all had same hairstyles or same hair colors in certain instances that like I just think about the Danger video. There was one part where V cuts his hair, and for the life of me, I could not figure out what group member that was, right? I was like, who was that? I had to rewind it like 3 times before I was like, oh, it was V. But that was mostly because I couldn't see his face very well because of the hair, which, you know, I'm having the same issue right now. I need to cut my bangs again. Anyway, so yeah. In Hypen, I had a hard time learning names and faces. And so what I ended up doing was I watched Island. Not on camera. I don't have it posted anywhere, but I watched Island, and that helped me out a ton. And then same thing for Stray Kids. You know, I started off with Stray Kids, and while I can tell you that I didn't really mix anybody up except for Ian and Lino. For whatever reason, I feel like they look a lot alike. So I had a lot of problems trying to figure out which one was which. Those two, I have no problem with that now. I still, like, my brain goes, oh, like, it's the eyes and the cheeks that really set it off for me. And so as soon as I see eyes and cheeks, it takes me a second before my brain goes, oh, okay, that's who that is. But still. But I still have problems with the names. Okay? So, like, Changbin and Bang Chan, I have, for whatever reason, I have to stop and like really think about how to pronounce their names. So I've gotten to the point where I just call them Christopher and Minnie because because it's so much easier to get that out of my mouth than try to remember, okay, Ben is Changbin. Yeah. Anyway, so I digress. So trying to remember their names with their faces is going to be still, obviously, Moonsua, I can pick her out of a lineup, but others, it's just, like, I can tell you probably just looking at their faces, Haruna, Siyun, and Soohyun. Like, I would like to say Harum and Suki, that I could probably also, but I have to have their names in front of me to be able to go, okay, that's that person, this is that person, this is that person. So it's just going to take me a minute, and I think really watching these type of videos will help me out with that too. So anyway, I digress. I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. The 11th day is going to be definitely put on one of my playlists, just my productive, gotta get stuff done playlist. And probably Flowerld as well. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys come back and watch my next video with the last remaining songs from this album. I hope you are doing well. I hope you're having a good day, a good week, a good month, a good year, or whenever you're watching this. I hope you're doing awesome. And until next time, I'm Deidre. Bye.